Hello, Carlise. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. My name is Marquessa McDaniel, and I am a student intern here at South Bay Community Services. And I will be with you for the next couple of weeks for the duration of your treatment. How does that sound?
Sounds good with me.
Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over an informed consent form. And what this form is just an outline document of what to expect in our therapeutic relationship. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the expectations, what to expect. So the purpose of this meeting with me as your therapist is to get help with problems in your life that are bothering you or that are keeping you from being successful in important areas of your life. You may be here because you wanted to talk to a counselor or a therapist about these problems. Or you may be here because your parent, your guardian, doctor, or teacher had concerns about you. When we meet, we will discuss these problems. I will ask questions, listen to you, and suggest a plan for improving these problems. It is important that you feel comfortable talking to me about the issues that are bothering you. Sometimes these issues will include things you don't want your parents or guardians to know about. For most people, knowing what they will say is going to be kept private helps them feel more comfortable and have more trust in their counselor or therapist. Privacy, also called confidentiality, is an important and necessary part of good counseling. And so, as a general rule, I will keep the information you share with me in our sessions confidential unless I have your written consent to disclose certain information. There are, however, important exceptions to this rule, Carlise, that are important for you to understand before you share personal information with me in therapy session. In some situations, Carlise, I am required by law or by the guidelines of my profession to disclose information whether or not I have your permission. I have listed some of these situations below. So confidentiality cannot be maintained when you tell me you plan to cause serious harm or death to yourself, and I believe that you have a plan, an intent, or an ability to carry out this threat in the very near future. I must take steps to inform a parent or guardian or what you have told me and how serious I believe this threat to be. I must make sure that you are protected from harming yourself. Do you understand? You tell me you plan to cause serious harm or death to someone else who can be identified, and I believe you have the intent and ability to carry out this threat in the very near future. In this situation, I must inform your parent or guardian, and I must inform the person who you intend to harm. Do you understand? Okay. Also, you are doing things that could cause serious harm to you or someone else, even if you do not intend to harm yourself or another person. In these situations, I will need to use my professional judgment to decide whether a parent or guardian should be informed. Do you understand?
Yes.
You tell me you are being abused physically, sexually, or emotionally, or that you have been abused in the past. In this situation, I am required by law to report the abuse to Child Protective Services. Do you understand? You are involved in a court case and a request is made for information about your counseling or therapy. If this happens, I will not disclose information without your written agreement unless the court requires me to. I will do all I can within the law to protect your confidentiality, and if I am required to disclose information to the court, I will inform you that this is happening. Do you understand? Let's talk about communicating with your parent or guardians. Except for situations such as those mentioned above, I will not tell your parent or guardian specific things you share with me in our private therapy sessions. This includes activities and behaviors that your parent, guardian would not approve of or would be upset by, but that do not put you at risk of serious and immediate harm. However, if your risk-taking behavior becomes more serious, then I will need to use my professional judgment to decide whether you are in serious and immediate danger of being harmed. If I feel that you are in such danger, I will communicate this information to your parent or guardian. Do you understand?
Yes.
Very good. Let's talk about communicating with other adults. So, with your school, for instance, I will not share any information with your school unless I have your permission and permission from your parent or guardian. Sometimes I may request to speak to someone at your school to find out how things are going for you. Also, it may be helpful in some situations for me to give suggestions to your teacher or your counselor at school. If I want to contact your school, or if someone at your school wants to contact me, I will discuss it with you and ask for your written permission. A very unlikely situation might come up in which I do not have your permission, but both I and your parent or guardian believe that it's very important for me to be able to share certain information with someone at your school. In this situation, I will use my professional judgment to decide whether to share any information. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about discussing information with your doctors. And sometimes your doctors and we may need to work together. For example, if you need to take medication in addition to seeing a counselor or therapist, I will get your written permission and permission from your parent or guardian in advance to share information with your doctor. The only time I will share information with your doctor, even if I don't have your permission, is if you are doing something that puts you at risk for serious and immediate physical harm. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So signing the below indicates that you have received the policies described above and the limits to confidentiality. If you have any questions as we progress with therapy, you can ask your therapist or me at any time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.